What's going on, bro? Welcome back to another amazing season. We're here on season 2 of the Sneaker Game. All right, so thank you for all your love and support of the fans. Season 1 is now currently at over 5 million minute stream on Amazon Prime. So let's make sure we double and quadruple those numbers up, all right, for season 2. And we're also now available on Mophie TV. You can download on any major distribution app and mobile app, all right? So now we're here at SNKRville, Ohio for the SNKRville event, and we're gonna meet a lot of dope people. We're gonna do a lot of dope things and see what they have to offer out here in Ohio. All right, so let's get to walking around and see what we have. The Sneaker Game. Let's go. All right, welcome back to season 2, SNKRville episode. Welcome back. I appreciate y'all. It's another season, another go around. Right here we have the people behind the scenes of SNKRville. We have Seth, my boy John. You know what I mean? What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
We're feeling good, man. Just trying to take all this in. That's really all it's all about right now. So, yep.
How you feeling, John?
Taking care of our people, man. I'm feeling great. I think it's a great turnout. We had a little bit of rain, but it's a great testament to how you know what a loyal fan base we have here in Northeast Ohio, and really just as the hub of the Midwest, we got a lot going on. So we had a great turnout even with rain. I mean, how many sneaker events or even events could say that? So we're happy.
I can't front. When I came in and we drove in, it was a little drizzle, but we saw all the cars parked up in the parking lot. And I'm like, wow, it's a lot of people. Like, we had to struggle to find parking, and it's raining. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be. Look, I started rubbing my hand like Birdman.
And it's not like we got a lot of people that live in this town either, you know. So it's drawing people from Akron, Canton area, and Cleveland, you know, so it just draws people from all over the place. So it's like a melting pot, really. So.
Yeah, I was walking around. I met somebody said they was here from like Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you have like people coming from different states.
Out of state.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So you're doing something right. As you see, I'm rocking my SNKRville bracelet.
Looks better on you than it does on me. So
representing. Now yours is flavor. Look, he got different flavors.
I got two different ones there.
Look, he got different flavors.
You got the color waves. So
how did this all come about? Like, what was the idea and the motivation? Because this has actually turned out to be a very huge event. What started this? What was that spark that said, you know what, we got to do this. We have to represent for Ohio.
Well, so I mean, the funny thing was, I'm a big sneakerhead, so I'm always looking for what's out there and trying to find my new kicks, it's like what you said in one of your other shows. It's just like an addiction. So you got to try to find those new kicks. So, anyways, I got hooked up with John. I think we met in the back of was it Acme or Giant Eagle or something in the parking lot, and we started talking. I said, I run the SNKRville Marketplace. I've been wanting to do a sneaker show and just kind of. Give people an opportunity to, entrepreneurs that want to kind of get in the business world, but also have a passion for sneakers.
Yeah.
And John actually is the one who called me up. I thought, oh, he ain't gonna call me back. And John's that one who made that contact with me and gave me a call back and started planning it, man.
Yeah, it started with the conversation. I mean, we had a conversation, and Seth told me about the marketplace. I was aware because I'm from Canton. It's not too far from SNKRville. My grandmother used to bring me here, and so I'd known about it my whole life. but I really hadn't seen everything they'd done and how much that Seth had really grown it and you know, kind of innovated. And so, you know, when we talked, he said, we talked about the different events that had canceled and postponed because of the circumstances. And so, you know, this was back in February. People were wearing masks, and we said, you know, look, we want to do an event, or do you think we could do an event? I said, yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. So I think it was like we were going to meet in a week. I just started putting it together because I gotta have something, I gotta have a presentation, right? So I just made the Instagram. By the end of the week, when I met with him, I showed him, I said, check this out. You know, it just had organically grown like 12 followers or something like that. And it was legitimate. Like I was going through and I was thinking, you know, are these fake followers? So I said, hey, I think we got something that we could definitely do here. There was people, it was local people, it was Canton, Akron, Youngstown at the time, and I think even some Cleveland. So I said, yeah, man, and he told me more about the marketplace. We met up here, we walked around, and I said, man, this is a wonderful, you know, even though I knew about it, I had never thought about like having an event here or that type of an event. So I said, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's work on it.
Yeah, even with the tents, it's like really original because I like, you know, we go to the sneaker cons and stuff like that, the Dunk Exchange. I don't know if y'all heard of the Dunk Exchange. It's big in New York, but I don't know if you've really been in New York too much. But it's like similar. So it's like I'm used to coming to like sneaker conventions. This is like, I do this stuff in my sleep. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a convention, there I go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always down to, you know, rub shoulders. Like early, I wasn't like one of those people that's just over here sitting around, just, you know, just being to myself. I was actually rubbing shoulders with everybody, with the vendors and walking through, meeting people, finding out, oh, where are you from? Oh yeah? Oh, how long have you been? Like rubbing shoulders with people. And that's what I love. I like to rub shoulders. I like to get to know people, like, because if they're pushing the sneaker culture forward, I'm all in. Like, count me in. That's what the sneaker game is about.
Yep, and that's what we all have in common right here, you know, and everybody that's out here, you know, whether or not you're coming to shop sneakers, if you're selling sneakers, whatever it is, you know, we all have that in common. And, you know, the things that, the conversations that it brings out is just, it's awesome, you know, and it's such a small world, you know. You know, we were talking a little bit ago and somebody just said like, oh, you know, so-and-so, I didn't even know, but they're from my hometown. They live right down the street from me, you know, and I'm like, you know, without that connection.
Without them both being here, do sneakers, they wouldn't never, they probably would have saw each other, but probably wouldn't, they wouldn't have had that, spark that conversation. Like, oh, that's dope. You're bringing people together, bringing the world together, one sneaker at a time.
Absolutely, absolutely, yep.
What separates us from, I think, some other events, I don't know, maybe there are other events that focus on this, but it's just like the marketplace mentality and really just the HRM mentality, the entire, you know, the hardware store and the kitchen, is that they take care of their people. So when we set this up, I was on the phone, like the conversation we had, I talked to every single vendor. You know, I made the connection maybe on social media, but I said, hey, let me know when you can get, you know, we can get on a call. And so when I talked to him, I said, hey, we want to take care of, it's not going to be perfect. We're going to have a lot of growing pains and opportunity to learn. But the difference is we're going to take those, you know, and we're going to, the lessons, and we're going to apply them, you know, for the future. So that way you're not just a number. When you're a vendor here, you're a partner. And that's what all the people here, whether they're selling sneakers or watermelon or, I mean, the cool thing is this backdrop, I mean, the banner, we made it inside the Hartville Marketplace. How many venues can say they can do that? This shirt was made. I was up here when they printed it, you know? I mean, the TACMA, they sent us the TACMA hats, a big supporter. I love this brand. We collabed with them, and they said, hey, our factory's backed up. They said, you know, we wanted to embroider it. I said, look, man, don't worry about it. We're partners. I'm not just asking for a handout. I don't want to just be, you know, a mouth to be fed.
You embroider
I want to be a
yourself.
partner. I said, well, hey, look, if you don't eat, we don't eat. Send them to me. We had them heat pressed just like this, you know. So, and there's, I mean, it's an actual business that you know, sustains a family and works, you know, together like a symbiotic circle with all of these. So the people coming for sneakers are also seeing all these, all these other vendors, and the people who are coming for these vendors are checking out the sneakers. Maybe someone's grandmother saying, hey, I could, and it might not be this time, but the big thing is like the opportunity to have this as an annual event, go other places, but bring it back to our, no pun intended, our heart, right? Because it's Hartville, but this is our heart. And it's because of how, how unique the culture is. There's no place like it that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I figured that out too. I was like, hey, it's kind of cool how you can go from like looking at a ton of sneakers, like hundreds of sneakers, and then you can get hungry and you can go to the food truck, or you may need dang man, I need a wrench. And you can just run to the hardware. Like everything is like, it's like a melting pot. Everything is there. You can get food, you can get fruits, you can buy sneakers, it's like.
And there's no judgment. I mean, like there's so many people. When I was up here walking around, there's people from all over. There's people from different countries, and there was some people I gave some wristbands to the other day in the food court, and they were talking about how great the food was, how much it's wonderful. It's not like some of the events where you go and you got gas station food or overpriced, like ballpark food. We got food trucks. We have a full service, multiple different menus. But I was handing out wristbands, and they said, say, hey, we're from Canton, Ohio. We live down on the south side of Canton. And somebody you would never have thought, like, hey, they come all the way out to Hartville. They're more in the city, but they're like, we love coming to Hartville. There's nothing like it in Canton. So you have these people that they live in the city, but they want to come out and they want to have the experience that this offers. So, we wanted to keep this event where, like, people said, hey, would you do a different venue where it's like maybe closer to the interstate? And I said, we're 10 minutes off the interstate. We're 15 minutes from Akron-Canton Airport. We had James Farrell from Sprayground who flew in with no problem. You guys came in. And I mean, hey, the thing is like, we want to work with people like that that are on their business principles align with ours, and how we treat people, how we work with people, and how we partner.
And that's what's gonna make you. That's what's gonna make you unique, and that's why you're gonna stay successful and keep going. And you're just gonna keep. When I tell you this thing is gonna go bigger than you've ever expected, bro, just keep up the good work, man. I'm happy. Man. I'm happy to be here.
Appreciate it, man.
And we definitely gonna keep in touch after this event.
We're just adding on to what you guys are already doing, so we appreciate you guys.
All right, man, and keep up the good work, man. And what y'all doing for the culture? Y'all heard it here first. Y'all seen it. The sneaker game. We back, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. The Sneaker Game, Season 2. Welcome back. All right, I bumped into my boy Jumpman Chris in the building.
Thank you for having me, man.
Let the applause go on.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's going on? How you feeling? How you enjoying the Sneakerville right now?
It's good, man. Something different. I'm not used to like an outdoor event like this, so this is something different. I'm digging it. I'm digging the vibe. I'm digging the people out here, man. Everyone seems pretty nice, so I like it.
You see any kicks that you like so far?
I bought a couple pairs here and there, but yeah, there were definitely some heat in there for sure. I'm used to a huge sneaker con where they have like some like crazy unreleases or like some customs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw some. You saw the girl that was painting on the Air Force Ones. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, so they over here they have a little bit of everything, so that's what I like.
What'd you end up copping today?
I got Royal Toes and some Dunks.
Oh, okay. Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, not Royal Toes, actual 2017 Royals.
Oh, the Dunks, the Dunks.
No, the AJ1s or Jordan 1s.
Oh, you got the Jordan 1s. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Royal Dunks there, high top and low tops. Okay.
Just Dunks is just the wave now. It's crazy how much people eat up Dunks. I think people are kind of tired of the whole Air Jordan 1, and it kind of looks like it. And of course, Air Jordan 1s are like super expensive, and Dunks are not that expensive. So why not cop a pair that's just a little bit less, and you can still get a decent vibe on it.
Yeah, I like the Dunks because I like getting the flavors that a lot of people don't have. Like I got the De La Soul hot top,
so you're talking about
the white joints. Yeah, but a lot of it's rare. You'll see them here and there, but I've literally only saw maybe 2 people since I bought them, and I bought them like 2 years ago.
Right.
I've literally saw like 2 or 3 people with them on feet.
That's what I appreciate, like the SB Dunks, like what they do with certain shoes. Like they tell like a really good story on certain pairs, like how they kind of chop it up and cut it up, or how they design it. You know, I feel like they really take their time on it. It just, they make it so hard to get for some people sometimes, man. Like, come on, Nike. But
yeah,
I get it.
I actually got mine from Flight Club. I actually buy all my dunks from Flight Club. It's a hidden gem. I'm not gonna tell everybody my secret, but it's a certain time that you go to Flight Club and you can catch them super cheap, and then it's a certain time when they bump the prices back up, and I know when the dip goes. So when the dip goes, I go in.
So
but I can't, sorry y'all, sorry. I know there's millions of people watching this. I can't tell y'all my secrets, but I know you, sometimes it may feel like, oh, they see the prices like, wow, it's too much. Oh, this costs too much, or they may have to save a little more. But there is ways around it if you know.
Right,
you know?
right.
Or you can come to cool events like this because you can do trade-ins. That's what I like about coming to sneaker conventions and, you know, sneaker fairs, because you can like trade in some sneakers that you don't even wear or care too much about, and probably drop $100 on it and get the sneaker that you actually really want. So it's pretty cool, you know?
Easy you can do, yeah. I mean, you can do all kind of crazy deals in there as long as you can, you know, talk to people, certain like how deals come out here, like if it's lowest ask, buyout, payout, so on and so forth. They're, like you say, like trades too. That's what I like about it.
So where did this YouTube channel come about? Like how did you start? How did this all begin with your sneaker wave?
I told this story for a little bit. When I first started, it's because I got scammed on Jordan 11s, because back then Jordan 11s was like the big hype, and I remember, you know, back in like, you know, for the Bread 11s and Concord 11s.
But which ones did you get scammed for?
The Gammy 11s, the all black joints. Yeah. So I remember the Concords and the Breads, how crazy the mall was, and I didn't want to deal with that, so I bought a pair like early for like $300. And back then, $300 for a pair of shoes was like, you know, it's going for, well, that's a lot of money for some shoes back then.
Yeah. So you spent $300.
So I spent $300, and then I went on YouTube, searched about it, and I was like, whoa, these kind of look like mine that I got fake. And I didn't know too much about the whole fake thing and all that, so.
What year was that?
This was 2000, I want to say 15 or 16.
Yeah. That's when a lot of the knockoffs started to come out of the shadows. Now it's more like, sometimes it's a little bit more obvious. I can like eyeball certain kicks.
Yeah,
and say,
now you can, but like, you know, back then when you wasn't into it, you didn't hear about it. I didn't even know that there was such thing as fake sneakers back then.
Yeah.
You know, that was like, what, 7 years ago,
Yeah, don't get got, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't get got.
But I saw the video, and it, you know, I got scammed. It is what it is. But then that kind of inspired me, like, you know, I want to do videos, and I was like watching other people's content. I'm like, you know, I can do this, and just kind of took off after that, man.
Yeah, and what are your opinions on bots? Like these sneaker bots now, like everybody complains about.
You gotta love and hate it, you know. I hate it too. It just is kind of is what it is. I can't make that, you're not gonna find that bot, or you can't stop it, you know. You just, either you join with it or you not, you know. It just kind of is, you have to work around it. Yeah. I mean, I hate it, but, and again, you just kind of have to deal with it. You have to adapt to it, because they're not gonna stop.
Yeah.
You can't make them stop. They're making their bread. They're making their things.
But do you think that's kind of like ruining the sneaker game with the bots? Because being that I don't knock anyone with the bots, but it just makes getting your hands on certain sneakers a little bit harder for people, and then that's when the upsells come, and then it just
definitely sucks, man. I mean, I'm not sure if I can say ruin it, because like, look how the sneaker culture is now. Is bigger than ever. I mean, bots been around forever, and now we have super duper bots.
I mean, honestly, as somebody that's really like that loves sneakers, man, I'm like an impulse buyer.
Right.
Like sometimes, like I might not even think that a sneaker is too fire, but then sometimes you ever get like that second look, or like you might see somebody with them on feet. Like, you know, you see them picture they dropping.
Or when you finally get in hand.
Yeah,
you know?
like when you see them in hand, or like, you know, I'm gonna just buy them, and that happens to me a lot. Because sometimes I'll pass on them, and then I see them on feet, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just go get them. And like seriously, or sometimes they fall in my lap sometimes.
Exactly, that happens too a lot too, man. I get a lot, people hit me up all the time too, like, yo, I got this for this price, and you're like, damn, that's not bad. You know
what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah, I got you.
But it's just happy that we have that name when people just it's the random DMs. I'm not even
Sometimes,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
people that I even know. I'm talking about just the random DMs.
Sometimes,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
for sure.
okay, yeah. That's what I'll take them.
I'll take them, bro. Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. Well, this is a dope convo,
Oh,
man.
for sure,
Thank you for
man.
joining the Sneaker
Absolutely.
Game.
Thank you.
Jumpman Chris. You seen it here first. The Sneaker Game. All right, y'all, we're back for the Sneaker Game. Bumped into my boy Chris Down, and what's going
What's
on,
good,
man?
How you doing, man?
CJ, what's going on? We got the birthday boy in the building. So what's going on, man? How you feeling? How you liking the event, man?
I think
Sneakerville.
this is crazy. This is something that I think every city needs to experience. You know, the sneaker game has been around for a long time, but what you guys are doing is just taking it to a whole new level. And it's got a great vibe to it, great energy. Good to bring people out, and then, you know, the shoes and just the overall event is just phenomenal for the community.
You see anything that you want to cop? Any hard to finds that you bumped into while looking around?
Listen, man, there's so many pair of sneakers here, but today's about his birthday, so trying to support him a little bit, and he might have an undercover sneaker addiction, but yeah, other than that, man, you guys got some great stuff here.
Well, you enjoying your birthday? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so what's going on with sneakers with you? Like, what are your favorite sneakers right now? What are your go-tos right now?
I like Nikes. Honestly, I got these just recently, these OBJs, man. These is real comfortable, especially for training, man. But other than that, I'm a Nike guy, man. I like
Okay.
Nike, I like Asics, anything comfortable.
Okay, so what are your go-tos for right now? Like your go-to sneakers, like even if it's just to go to the store, or what are your go-tos? You go for comfortability or like when you want to go out, you know, pop out a little bit for a couple drinks, fine, you know what I mean? What do you wear? Like, what are your go-tos?
It's usually like Nikes, some form of just comfortable Nikes, man.
What about Yeezys? You down with the Yeezy
Man,
wave?
I'm just not a Yeezy person, man. I think it's because I don't know if it's weird on my foot, but he's a Yeezy person. You know what? Maybe I haven't found the right Yeezys yet.
I think the 700s are a little tight. I don't know if you know the 700s, but they're kind of like the way they're a little bulky, but they're not like, see, these are like slim.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
If your feet is a little slim, they fit a little bit more better, but it's like the 700s or like the Wave Runners or
Okay.
something like that. Those are like more in your wave. I
Yeah,
don't
you know what?
if you
I
got
need
into
to
the Wave
check that out.
Runners.
So I haven't seen the variety of Yeezys yet.
Yeah.
I just seen a couple pair of them, but you know what? I'm not gonna.
What about the slides? A lot of people go to the slides
Yo,
too. They're super comfortable.
I'm a slide guy.
Super
No.
comfortable, bro.
Yeah. I'm all about comfort, man. I'm at an age now where I'm just like, I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
I
man.
see you got those joints. I was like, oh,
These
yeah.
are serious. Hey,
It's
OBJ,
like you walking, you
he nailed them, man. I can't take them off.
So what do you have going on? I know you have a lot going on. You have an app about to drop.
Yeah.
What's going on? Explain that.
This is a Chris Downing app. It's an app where it's my whole brand. It's fitness, motivation, some documentaries, some things for the kids, just lifestyle, things like that. Just to really just empower, love, and inspire people. I just felt like the last 12 months with COVID,
Yeah.
a lot of people had some setbacks. A lot of people are confused, and it was unexpected. So this app is really just mind, body, and soul. Just bringing it all together and just empowering people to give birth to the greatest version of themselves.
Yeah, because health is wealth, man.
That's right, yeah.
And when we was talking a little earlier, I was
Yeah.
like, look, man, because again, I haven't done a push-up since
Right.
COVID begun. That was like, what, April of 2020.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I used to work out a lot because I have a gym in my building. I was like lifting like luxury buildings.
Right.
So I always have a gym right downstairs. And even now I have a gym, but like it just started opening back up like
Right.
a month and a half ago. So
Yeah.
it's like, if I was around someone like you, it'll motivate me to get back because I used to work out like literally 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And then I went from working 3 times a week to like being stuck at home to like doing a couple push-ups to like doing none at all,
Right.
and then getting quarantine belly.
We all got a little bit of quarantine belly. It was all good though. But yeah, this app is really just about lifestyle.
Okay.
It's about just getting people to just, tap into the greatest version of themselves, and whatever that is for them, whatever lane they in, whatever career they choose. Just know that the only person that can stop you is you.
Exactly.
The only limit you have is the ones you put in your mind, man. That's it.
Oh yeah. And what advice would you give somebody like me that's like taking a year and a half off from working out? what can I start back with so my body won't feel like I got hit by a truck? Because I know
Right.
it's coming when I get back in the gym. So what would be your advice?
I think the best advice for anybody with fitness is to first understand what you want. How do you want to look? And then from there, we do a lot of things in my personal development groups where we do, it's called reverse engineering.
Yeah.
Where you create this image in your mind of who you want to be, right?
Yeah.
And how you look and how you feel. And then from there, you almost ask yourself every day, how do I feed that person? How does that person treat others? How does this person, approach each and every day? And then you end up turning that reverse engineer person to your reality, the person you become. So it all starts with just a visualization, just understand this is what I want to look like, this is what's going to be best for me and my company. Because you're right, health is wealth. And at the end of the day, you are the brand of your company. So
Yeah. So basically, if let's say I want to lose the quarantine belly, right?
Yeah.
So we'll target like ab workouts and I would guess incorporate running, right? Like a little bit of running, cardio,
a little bit.
and stuff like that.
I would target the kitchen first.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
intermittent fasting. That's the quickest way to get ripped up, leaned out.
I never thought about
intermittent fasting. I've seen it do so much for so many people. That's the quickest way. And then from there, then I would just start, implementing the cardio and things like that. But strength training, I mean, you look athletic, so your body already knows what to do. It's just a matter of you saying, okay, this is the direction we're gonna go.
Yeah, it's the muscle memory.
all it is.
I think if I hit the gym, if I follow what you say and I hit the gym, like I give it like 2 months, I'll be like when I tell you I used to work
I don't
out
even give
3
it 2
times.
months. I think 45 days.
Oh yeah?
Look at you, man.
I mean, look.
Yeah, you ain't out of
I'm
shape.
2 months pregnant, man. 2 months
You
pregnant.
ain't out of shape, man. Little intermittent fasting and just.
But what would the advice be for that? Like just like water only and from like this time to this time, or like juice instead of like, should I do like those, or like those juicing? People do like the juicing thing now. I know it's high on sugar, so I don't know what would you like recommend instead of like the juicing portion? Because I know
would
it's high
say
on sugar.
probably
with that.
like water is good during that fasting period. Black tea is a monster. People
Black tea.
underestimate black tea, man.
Black tea, okay,
Black
know
tea
that.
is that go-to. That, and then if you're a coffee drinker, maybe just all black. But overall, it's the most important part is when you break that fast.
Okay.
You want to break it with fruit, something like that.
Okay.
Just the whole key people understand to really leaning out is managing your sugar levels. Making sure your insulin isn't spiked. And then just keeping your insulin as low as possible.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with the juice. I know people who do like the fruits and stuff. In moderation, I guess, but like somebody like me, I would probably like try to do like kale.
Yeah,
or
we
stuff
juice
like
every
that,
day. Our
you know?
juices, we juice celery.
Oh, okay,
juice
celery.
every
What
single
about kale?
morning.
How do you feel
Kale
about
is
kale?
dope too. Kale is dope too.
Okay.
Yeah, that celery juice, people don't understand there's major health benefits of celery juice, bro. Major. I'm talking about it to change your life.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, it was dope talking to you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for joining the show,
No,
man.
this is
for a quick
incredible,
interview,
man. Like I said, I encourage you guys to take this global, man. Even more global than what you're doing. And when they come to a city near you, you have to be there. It's an absolute must. It's a great thing.
Oh yeah. We're definitely going international, so it'll be crazy.
Good stuff, man.
All right, so where can we find you?
Social media is at the Chris Downing, and I just got my little man a social media page. His is CJ Downing Jr. Just kind of working on his brand as he begins to develop. Turn 8 today, so I want to do the things for him that my father didn't do for me. Just kind of get him out there globally, and just let him create his own lane.
Oh yeah, so we saw you here first, CJ. So get used to the cameras, all right? All right, well, happy birthday, man.
Hey, man,
It was
good
nice
seeing you
meeting
guys,
y'all, man.
This is powerful. SNKRville coming to a city near you.
All right, man, the sneaker game. You seen it first, season 2. All right, guys, welcome back to season 2. Doing a little bit of walking around at the SNKRville over here in Ohio. I just bumped into my man, James Farrell. He's in charge of the marketing, branding of Sprayground, of course. So what's going on, man? How you enjoying SNKRville right now?
SNKRville is amazing. I mean, I know it's a little rainy day out here, but I think it's very impressive that the sneaker culture you wouldn't think is this strong in Akron.
Oh yeah.
You might think about it in Cleveland, but what I'm seeing here in Akron is amazing, and the energy level that's out here.
Of course,
Yeah.
and it's like so weird how sneaker has a aspect of like bringing different communities, crowds. Everybody has that common goal. You like sneakers. You may like your Yeezys. Some people might like they Jordan 1s or
That's
different Jordans.
so
or,
true.
You know, maybe they might be a Adidas person or like Saucony, or they might. But it all brings us together. So rain, sleet, snow.
And,
you know,
and color age doesn't matter. So this is like one of the true cultures that you can say if you're a sneakerhead, it doesn't make a difference if I'm Spanish, black, white, whatever. We're sneakerheads.
Exactly.
So we all enjoy sneakers.
Exactly.
And that's what's our family. Nobody knows when I'm trading with this person online who you are on the other side of that table.
Exactly.
As long as your sneakers are legit and they're not fake, you my man.
Then we good.
Yes, it. We Gucci.
All right, so I did a little bit of research on you, man, and I noticed that you had a hand in a lot of major things that happened with like early on in the early 2002 and the early 2000s and even earlier before that. But you incorporated urban fashion into a lot of mainstream brands that might not have accepted urban brands. So you want to elaborate on a little bit of things that you've done?
The fun part is, like you said, in 2002, I incorporated urban clothing or streetwear into Playboy magazine. We used Redman and we used Bloodline clothing, which, rest his soul, was DMX's first clothing line.
Yep.
I was happy to be part of that. At that time, I owned a brand called Varsity, which nobody knew, and it was the #1 selling brand in the Midwest, and of course, Fat Joe wore it.
Yeah.
And the iconic moment in time was for Varsity when the Twin Towers fell. The Jose album was coming out, and Joe had the American flag with Twin Towers on his chest, and nobody realized. We didn't know it was gonna fall that day.
Yeah.
But his album came out, and that was there. But yeah, and then of course I was the man that put Mr. Indiana, Mr. Fighter, Mr. Ron Artest on the cover of Penthouse magazine. The second man to ever cover the cover of the magazine, which the first one is Howard Stern.
Howard Stern was the first one.
And Ron Artest has been the second man, and no other man has ever been on that cover.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so, and that was fun, and that was my days of Indigo Red and Azore. He wore throughout that cover.
But how did that come into fruition? How did that happen? Because you just don't wake up and get on Penthouse. So how did that happen?
So one of my good friends at that time owned Penthouse magazine.
Okay.
And Azore and Indigo Red, we were a strong female brand, and at that time I was engaged to a Penthouse pet. We'll leave her name alone. But I used to dress her, and everybody started seeing the clothes, so the girls started wearing the clothes. We started doing Super Bowl parties. I had a good relationship with Ron Artest.
Okay.
And he says, what we want to do is we want to put Ron Artest on our cover. I said, you're crazy, because you don't know what Ron Artest is going to show up, but we're going to do it. Called Ron Artest up, he said, let's do it, and we made history. Of course, we had articles of Steven Jackson and everybody that was a part of the fight.
Yeah.
But again,
that was the one that happened in Detroit, right?
That's the Detroit fight. Yeah. But my ties to Ron Artest was I was part of Terror Squad for all of those years.
Okay.
And of course, we ran the Rucker, and of course, Ron Artest was one of our players. So made it.
So the laws of the universe just has a weird way of happening.
That's it. I guess I was in places at the right time. I opened doors for people that probably wouldn't got doors opened up, and it just always happens that way for me.
But the weird thing about that is with life, the most major things happen organically.
100%.
Even this very show on Amazon, it happened organically with me and Marcus.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the weird thing about life. Like being, like you said, the piggyback. You have to be in the right place at the right time.
100%.
I cannot say either better.
If we go back to Playboy, the gentleman at that time was Joseph DeCitis. He was the fashion director of Playboy.
Oh yeah?
All he knew how to do was put suits, high-end clothes.
Yeah.
They know nothing about streetwear. I met him in a coffee shop. And he says, I like your t-shirt. And I said, you like my t-shirt? He says, I want your brand. In my book, my niece told me you have a nice brand. I was like, all right, cool. I said, who are you? He said, I'm the fashion editor for Playboy. I was like, you want streetwear in Playboy? I'll do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
And then Redman grew up in Jersey. I did a lot of ties to Jersey artists.
Yeah.
Redman was the feature artist.
And it just came into fruition.
And we've been friends ever since.
Dope. So now with Spray Ground.
Wow.
All right. When I first started seeing these bags, low key, I was going back to school shopping for my kids at that time, and everybody wanted, because this is actually a few years old, like not this particular one, but the brand is like a few years in the making, like about at least 6 years, right? 6, 7, maybe
you
more?
ready, right? 11 years this
11,
year.
okay.
Okay, so last year was our 10-year anniversary, but you know this nice thing called COVID, we're gonna repeat our 10-year anniversary over. I guess you know the thing about Spray Ground is we never recreate a bag twice.
Yeah.
So every bag is really limited edition.
Yeah.
And we became part of the sneaker culture because people started trading bags for sneakers. I give you the perfect example, Backpack Kid. We know he's history right now, but the reason he came to the brand was he traded his Yeezys for a Spray Ground bag that he wanted from a kid in school. And we saw that was the culture there. And
it became currency. This became the new currency.
A very, 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 very big currency.
Because I remember seeing this in Dr. J's and stuff, like, you know, you going back to school shopping, and the kids like wanting, I want a Spray Ground bag. At first I was like, what's Spray Ground? But then when you start seeing it so much, and you start seeing it, and it's just like advertising, marketing, which is you.
That's it. And
you get it on. And
a lot of people don't realize what Spray Ground is. Because if I say, meet you on the street and say, you know what Spray Ground is? You say, no. Do you know the Shark Mouth? Oh yeah, I know that bag. Okay, that's Spray Ground. Oh, no. No, it's a lot of knockoffs. Yeah. So we get knocked off like the sneaker world does. I won't say the brands that knock us off, but we do get a lot of problems with that. But we do know that we don't make a lot of any bag. So like this duffel right here that we're looking at was only 200 made in the world. So when you get a full set, you're one of the exclusive, and you know, just become straight.
You got to get me a bag, man. I need a book bag, man. I need a Spray Ground, man.
We got some nice gifts that we got out here that we're going to be doing some giveaways. And we actually bought the very first bag that we ever made called Hello, My Name Is.
Oh, dope.
And it was a bag that you used to write your name on it.
Yeah.
And that's how we built the brand.
Yeah.
And then we have another bag that we're going to be giving out here. It's called 32 Patches. And it's just like everything else. It has Velcro, and you can stick your own patches on it. But we give you 32 patches to start your bag off.
Okay, so I have a question. All right, so when it comes to bags and book bags, have you had a hand in, like, have you woke up one day in the middle of the night and just had a crazy idea and say, hey, you know, can we do this, make a bag for this, and then it actually got made and it just became super popular and like everybody wanted to get their hands on it?
So Crenshaw, we all know, is a staple now, and because of Nipsey. We are the official backpack company can only make Crenshaw bags.
Oh, that's dope.
So I woke up one morning and wanted to do that. We also woke up and we did a bag for the Breathe Foundation with all of the people that passed away during the George Floyd era. So it is 23 names on the bag. We wake up in the morning and we come up with crazy concepts. And just recently I became a vegan.
Oh, congratulations.
And believe it or not, none of our bags are leather. They're all vegan leather, so we don't harm an animal.
Dope.
But we're gonna make a bag that's a vegan bag that comes with a bag of seeds that you can plant in your backyard, whether it's gonna be corn, a tree, pumpkin seeds, whatever it's gonna be. We're gonna have different things on it to help people, you know, learn about health and stuff like that.
Because health is wealth. You heard it first here, y'all. They're not harming any animals with this, all right?
That's it. Support us.
No animals were harmed while making these bags. They look dope too, man. The quality, everything's A1. Of course, it's Spray Ground, so we don't expect anything less. All right, so it's been dope talking to you, James.
100%, yeah.
I appreciate you.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
And you guys seeing it first, welcome to the Sneaker Game. I see you, bro. My boy be
Hey,
switching
man.
up every fit.
Hey, bro, look,
Every
bro, look,
fit
look.
on
Check me out,
Instagram.
man. This is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sneaker YouTuber. Plus, I do this for a living anyway. You feel what I'm
Exactly.
saying,
So how's the flipping game been working on your side?
Oh,
Everything
man,
been
look,
going
man,
good?
I'm just keeping everything on tuck, bro. I like to tuck my sneakers away for 2-3 years, and then after that, man, I come out, bro. You know, once
Yeah.
people can't find them no more, then I come up on the scene and look, I got them, bro. You know, and I make my money.
And then you could get your little tax on too, you know what I'm saying? Because you know they're not gonna be able to find it.
That's right,
Like
man.
right now, if they out fresh, you can be like, all right, then I just go, you know what I mean, hire somebody else that got it through a raffle. They might have been sitting on it for like a week or two. They like, you know what, I'm just trying to get them all. There's a lot of time they just trying to get them off. They're
Well,
not
it's the
really
name
trying
of
to
the
sit
game,
on
man.
it.
It's the name of the game. You either gonna be long term or you gonna flip them quick. You know what I'm saying? Some people need their bread ASAP. Some people can sit back and hold theirs, man.
Yeah.
It's only what type of game you looking for, bro.
It's what type of time you're on, you know what I'm
That's it,
saying?
man. That's
Yo,
it,
but
man.
good seeing you again,
You too,
man.
man.
For
Yeah.
real, man.
Real
Let the
talk.
people know where we can find
Hey,
you.
man, look, bro, it's your boy Chaotic Cakes. Y'all can find me on Instagram and YouTube, man, Facebook and Twitter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Linked up with the homie. He came to Ohio and showed some love, man. I'm with my homie Jeezy23 in the back, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing, bro. Showing love to the people that show love to us. You know what I'm saying?
And my
Real
boy is definitely
talk, man.
100 though, 100.
Real talk, man. Also, man, you know, definitely got to give a shout out to SNKRville Ohio. You know what I'm saying, bro? The people who made this possible today, bro. As the family, man, y'all need to follow them as well, bro. It's a dope event that they did today. Loved everybody that showed out, man.
Facts.
People around the neighborhood that came down here, made a little change, you know what I'm saying? Put some money in their pocket, and also got to network with people like my homie right here, man. So appreciate y'all, yeah.
All right, y'all seen it first, man. The Sneaker Game
Yeah.
Season 2, man. Look out,
Already,
man.
Already.
Let's go.
Already, man.
I appreciate you,
Hey,
Chaotic.
you all love, man.
You already know, man. Good luck with
Already,
everything.
man.
All right, y'all. I've came, I've seen, I conquered the SNKRville 2021. It's been dope, as you can see. Everybody's packing up, shutting down shop. It's been a long day, but it's been crazy. A lot of great energy. We got the raffles earlier. We got the SNKRville interviews. We got James Farrell's Spray Ground. We got the Jumper Man Chris interviews, Chris Downing. It was dope, but look forward to the next episode, man. Thank you for tuning in. The Sneaker Game, Season 2.